On behalf of the Waratah-Wynyard Council, we would like to acknowledge and pay our respects to the traditional custodians of this ancient land, the Tomagina people. As part of the network of the 12 tribes that make up the Northwest, it is they who walked on, lived on, and cared for this country long before us. The Tomagina people called Table Cape their home, and the area of the Waratah-Wynyard municipality made up parts of their stomping ground as they hunted, migrated, and played in its areas. The Tomagina were heavily impacted by colonisation, like so many tribes in Tasmania, and we take this time to acknowledge their last chieftain, Mingurnik. Despite this, their culture lives on today as it continues through its contemporary custodians in the Northwest area. We continue to learn and grow with this culture as it perseveres into modern society, and we proudly share what we know with what we learn from our brothers and sisters from around the country. Like the 12 tribes of the Northwest, the Tomagina were saltwater people, thus why they were dotted along the coastline across the Northwest. They were fierce and skillful people, but also intelligent as they navigated diverse landscapes and communicated in a number of languages outside of their own. Together with the other 12 tribes, the Tomagina would undertake an annual trek to Robbins Island as an important time in their calendar. By gathering with the other tribes allowed for the opportunity to trade and celebrate, but also importantly to meet prospective partners from other tribes. These marriages were an important function for the survival of the small tribes, and perhaps more remarkably, for the continuation of their family and culture. Ultimately though, it has allowed their families, cultures and languages to intertwine the tribes to form a Northwest network. The Tomagina's beehive-shaped huts enjoyed the views from the top of Table Cape overlooking Freestone Cove. From here they had a clear view of the fish traps below. As saltwater people, seafood formed a large part of their diet. This would have included shellfish, such as crayfish, mussels, abalone and oysters, as well as the scalefish likely collected from the fish traps. The fish traps are a unique feature left behind by the Tomagina people, still visible today. As skillful divers, the women were the gatherers of the seafood, collecting them in their kelp baskets, along with other native plant life, such as native currant, native carrot roots, some seaweeds, grass trees and seeds. The women would also collect seabird eggs and hunt for seals. As skilled climbers, the women would also scale the trees to hunt possum. All other game was hunted by the men, with spears and waddies the weapons of choice. The men would engage in fire stick burning practices. This method of caring for country was multi-beneficial. It would allow for new growth to prosper, providing a food source for themselves and animal life, which would thus attract game like kangaroos for easy hunting in the cleared land. Other than kangaroo and wallaby, they would hunt for bandicoot, lizards, echidna, emu and wombat. This is a time for us to pay our respects to the Tomagina people of this land and be thankful to them for caring for this country for thousands of years. They tell their stories through the land, from the fish traps to the cultural living sites to the many hard depressions that are scattered around the northwest coastline. Their stories pave the way for our future, for the continuation of their culture. We hope that we can follow in their footsteps today, those footsteps that are embedded into this very earth, as we continue to care for this country and protect, preserve and share their culture. Our hearts are filled with gratitude for the life they have paid for us, guided by country, caring for the land, sky and sea.